Mark. You win. Might try to win.
Jeremiah, come on.
Standing next.
The air is still scented with the aromas of precious oils, perfumes, and spices left as gifts to me before the tomb was sealed. You were standing in the antechamber filled with my possessions for use in my afterlife. The moving lamps make this chamber look much like it did when Carter first glimpsed it. This harsh intrusion of man-made light has cast monstrous shadows of my sacred possessions. Before the hippo-headed bed is my golden throne. There, on the back, is my young wife, Aunt Amun, standing next to me. I loved her very much, as I think you can see. The throne was carved from wood, then overlaid with gold, silver, and precious stone. Shining behind my head is the sun, the symbol of life. Under the middle bed are wooden cases that are filled with meats and grains, left there to sustain me in the afterlife. And there, in the corner behind you, is one of my royal chariots. It too is covered with gold leaf and carved with images of a falcon's wings. It was disassembled to come through the narrow corridor and was one of the last objects to be left here. Look around and gaze upon my furniture. Stools, beds, coffers, and and especially my chair, which I used as a child. These were the possessions of my youth, placed here with me to be used in my life after death. Ah, yes. There, guarding the doorway ahead, are life-sized statues of me, Tutankhamun. They represent my spirit and stand as sentinels at the entry to my burial chamber, my resting place. Step through what was once the third and innermost sealed passageway of my tomb. Those robbers made it to this room thousands of years ago. They never discovered the treasure you are about to see. The walls of this chamber, the only ones decorated, show scenes of my funeral procession. 12 baboons representing the 12 hours of night, and my welcome by Osiris and other deities to the afterlife. The burial chamber in which you stand was once filled with 4 nested shrines surrounding my sarcophagus. In order to reach what Carter hoped would be inside, he had to dismantle each shrine to reveal this stone containing my coffins. 3 coffins lay within, each more magnificent than the last. The large outer coffin completely covered with gold leaf. The next of gold leaf and semi-precious stones and glass. And the third, the one you see before you, of solid gold. The most beautiful treasure of all, a solid gold mask, was laid over my mummified body. Although robbers made it to this room thousands of years ago, they never discovered the treasure you are about to see. The walls of this chamber, the only ones decorated, show scenes of my funeral procession. 12 baboons representing the 12 hours of night, and my welcome by Osiris and other deities to the afterlife. The burial chamber in which you stand was once filled with 4 nested shrines surrounding my sarcophagus. In order to reach what Carter hoped would be inside, he had to dismantle each shrine to reveal this stone containing my coffins. 3 coffins lay within, each more magnificent than the last. The large outer coffin completely covered with gold leaf. The next of gold leaf and semi-precious stones and glass. And the third, the one you see before you, of solid gold. The most beautiful treasure of all, a solid gold mask, was laid over my mummified body. It is a good likeness of my face. I wear the striped headdress of the pharaohs, crowned by the cobra and the vulture, symbols of Upper and Lower Egypt. As you walk to the last opening, look to the floor of this chamber. In the corner are wooden paddles to aid me in my river journey, and in the other corner, an alabaster vase, untouched, for 3,000 years. The final opening leads to the last chamber of my tomb. Das the most beautiful object he had ever seen. But what lies within is for me far more precious. The cobras and the goddesses with outstretched arms guard the alabaster jars which contain my internal organs. In front at the doorway lies the jackal god Anubis, guarding the treasures within. Some of the wood shrines contain gold statues of me. The wooden boats were meant to carry me and my possessions to the afterworld. A king's treasures, all for a boy of 18. All that you know of me is reflected in my images of gold and jewels. Who I was and what really happened to me remains a mystery. A mystery behind a golden mask.
Ihr put that in your nose and die.